All right, so in this lesson, we will rewrite simple expressions. So rewrite simple. I only say that because these expressions will get more complicated as we go. So rewrite simple expressions that involve exponentiating exponents. Exponentiating exponents. This means exponent, using an exponent on an exponent. For example, 2 to the 4th power to the 3rd power, if that makes sense. All right, so example number 1. This is 3 to the 5th to the 2nd power. I want to remind you, let's say I had 6 to the 2nd power. That is 6 times 6. Let's say I had, this person to the 3rd power. That means person times person times person. Well, that one looks a little different. Let's try to make them look the same. Right, person to the 3rd power means the same person times the same person times the same person, right? So right here is 3 to the 5th power to the 2nd power. 3 to the 5th power squared. This just means, well, I'll do it like this. This means 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 5th. I want to remind you that 3 to the 5th means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And 3 to the 5th again means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So all in all, we're multiplying 3. All in all, we're multiplying 3 10 times, 3 times 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 3. So this actually gives you, let's keep it in yellow. This actually gives you 3 to the 10th power. We'll do some examples. We'll see if you find a shortcut, right? So x to the 3rd power to the 4th power. So what this means, what that means is x to the 3rd times x to the 3rd times x to the 3rd times x to the 3rd. Now each one of these means x times x times x. All of those mean that. So if we do that, it's x times 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 x. So in reality, all of these give you x to the power of 12. Or we're multiplying x 12 times. Actually, I want to make this look slightly different. Okay, there. This is x to the 12th power. Oh, man. Okay. So let's do this one. xy to the 2nd power. This means xy times, xy. So this is x times x, which is x to the 2nd power. Y times y is y to the 2nd power. Pretty easy, right? I'm going to go a little further down. There we go. And let's look at the next example. So example 4, ab to the 5th to the 3rd power. This means ab to the 5th times ab to the 5th times ab to the 5th. Yeah, there's 3 of them, right? So let's look at this. A times A times A is A to the 3rd. B to the 5th times B to the 5th times B to the 5th is B to the 15th. So this just equals A to the 3rd, B to the 15th. Let's see if I can make that a little bit nicer. Oh man, that's getting worse. Okay. Now there must be some shortcut so I don't have to keep writing it out, right? Well, let's look here. If you do 3 to the 5th to the 2nd, you get 3 to the 10th. If you exponent or exponentiate an exponent, then you just multiply it. 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 4 is 12. Not, like there's nothing here. So x times x, or x to the 2nd power is x to the 2nd power. Y to the 2nd power is y to the 2nd power. So a to the 3rd is just a to the 3rd right here. B to the 5th to the 3rd is 5 times 3 is 15. So in this one, in these ones, okay, so this might cause us a little bit more of an issue, but I'm going to show you something. Okay, so let's do the 16 last. I'm going to do the x to the 8th to the half. Well, 8 times half is 4, or 8 divided by 2 is 4, right? So this is really x to the 4th. The problem is, what do you do with the 16 to the half? 16 to the half. Well, let's check Desmos. So let's do 16 to the half power. So let's do 16 to the half power. And you get 4. These ones you might just have to do. This is actually the square root, just in case. Square root of 16 is 4, but you may as well just use this. Like it's just gonna be easier. Just trust me. Maybe I should zoom in. Oops. Oh, maybe that'll work. That seems nice, right? Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so 16 and a half is 4. So this will get 4. So what you really just did here is you did 16 to the half power. Oops. And we learned that was 4. And then we did x to the 8th to the half power. And 8 times half was 4, so we got x to the 4th power. I'm going to do it like this so we can tell the difference right here. All right, let's keep going. So let's do this. Let's get this 27. Well, we could do it. I'll show you like this. 27 to the. If it makes it easier, I'll put it in parentheses too. Like, if it's easier for you to see. So 27 to the half power. Oh, that's not to the half. That's to the 3rd. So let's do that. 27 to the power of 1/3. 27 to the power of 1/3. And that is 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. But we'll get to that later. 27 to the 1/3 power is 3. Let's do x to the 18th. To the power 1/3, or to the 1/3 power. So 18 times 1/3. You can do that here too if you want. 18 times 1/3. 18 times 1/3. 6. So that means this is x to the 6th power. Let's do y to the 20. Power of 21 to the power of 1/3. Okay, so 21 times 1/3 oops, 21 times 1 over 3. Wait, oh, I know what I'm messing up. 1 over 3, like that, okay. 21 times 1 over 3 is 7. So this is y to the 7th power. So this one we actually have to calculate using Desmos. This one, when you exponent an exponent, you just multiply and you get 6. You multiply these, you get 7. But remember, this is not, there's no exponent here. So like, I exponent an exponent, so I multiplied. Exponent an exponent, so I multiplied. I didn't exponent in any exponent, so I just did this in Desmos. Ooh. You almost let me keep that x there. Okay, and let's put all that together and we get, so 3 x to the 6th, y to the 7th.